Retire at age 50? Is this too early? We're going to explore the possibilities of retirement at age 50. So stay tuned for the full episode. Thank you for watching. This is Richard with Wisdom Investor. There's thousands of people that dream of retiring around the age of 50. But I will say right up front, it's not an easy thing to do. We'll take a look at some of those reasons. The average age of a person that retires is 61. Now there's other folks who plan on retiring later, but actually do retire earlier, and many times it's not voluntary. We'll take a look at that also. So let's take a look at some of the positives of retiring early around the age of 50. There's lots of reasons people want to retire early. Many of those reasons are wrapped around freedom. They want to have freedom of choice, the freedom of what they want to do, when they want to do it. Another reason people want to retire early, they want to get out of stressful work situations. People are looking for a healthier lifestyle. Another reason people want to retire early, perhaps at age 50, you never know how long you're going to live. Now we mentioned some people actually retire earlier than they plan. Let's take a look at that. Here's a chart here. Worker retirement age estimates versus retiree retirement age, the actual age. So we're looking at what they projected to retire and when they actually retired. We're looking at the age of 55 here. Under 55, 4% planned on retiring under age 55. 14% actually did retire under the age of 55. Now that does sound exciting, but we're going to take a look at the reason for that in just a moment. So here's some reasons why people left the workforce earlier than expected. According to Employee Benefit Research Institute, they did a survey on this. Hardship such as health problem or disability, 35% retired earlier due to that. Retired due to changes at their company. Perhaps they were laid off. So we mentioned earlier, it's difficult to try to retire at age 50. And one of those big reasons is money. But let's take a look at some of the other reasons here. Generally speaking, they say that you spend less in retirement, but those first few years right after you retire, you're probably going to spend a little bit more. Now let's talk about money here. There's almost no way to get around it, but if you're going to retire early at age 50, you're going to have some money saved up. So what's your net worth? What should it be at age 50? If you're earning $100,000 per year in your 40s, then your net worth at age 50 should be about $400,000. Now, the average person earns about $50,000 per year. If we multiply that by 4, that gives us $200,000. Let's take a look at a savings of $250,000. If you withdraw $1,500 per month, earning 6% interest, that'll last you 30 years. Now, let's add some inflation in here. $1,500 per month, 6% earnings with 2% inflation will last 19 years. So you have to ask yourself, can you live on $1,500 per month? Let's take a look at $500,000 in savings. If you withdraw $3,000 per month, that will last you 30 years earning 6% interest. If you add 2% inflation to this, it's going to last 19 years. So a $500,000 savings is probably more realistic if you're going to try to retire at age 50, because there's lots of expenses that come down the road. So when we retire at age 50, we've got this gap here between when Medicare can start and also when Social Security can start. So let's look at health insurance. You're going to have to come up with your own health insurance plan. Now there's various sources getting health insurance, but the average individual on the Obamacare or ACA, Affordable Care Act, pays an average of $456 per month in premiums. Now your Social Security will kick in at age 62. However, there's a couple of factors that work against you. One, if you take it at 62, you'll receive 30% less for life. And if you stop working at age 50, you're no longer paying into the Social Security system, so your amount of benefit that you would receive is even lower. If your money is saved up in retirement accounts, there can be some issues or penalties of withdrawing that money prior to age 59 and a half. Now let me say this. There are ways of retiring at age 50. There's many people that do make it happen. However, as we've just seen here, the deck is really stacked against you. Now, if you don't have enough savings, you could get a part-time job. But like one of our viewers said, all you're doing is substituting one job for another job, and that's not really retirement. So if you want to retire at age 50, I've listed 5 steps to successfully retire at age 50. First one, start saving early, invest and invest aggressively, maximize your retirement savings, live beneath your means, and stay out of debt. Yes, people can retire at age 50. Now the critical factor is you want to make sure you save enough money. As we looked here on this video, it really looks like an entry-level starting point is having at least $500,000 saved up. If you have any comments about this subject, leave a comment and stay tuned for future videos.